The Permission Producer School. That's what this is about. You know, at the end of the day, insurance people need some help. We need to figure out how to prospect, to set more appointments, to win signed broker record letters, and to gain loyal clients, even if we go through a quoting process. This is a struggle, however, in today's economy because there are so many different variables that are hindering insurance agents from actually getting the success that they want. Permission Producer School has been created for one primary purpose, and that is to help insurance agents get around the corner of success much quicker. And here's the issue is that I really feel that insurance producers, even if they are newly hired and don't understand insurance yet, should be able to write about $100,000 of commission in the first 9 to 12 months of being employed at an agency. $100,000 of gross commission booked in 9 to 12 months should be what every single insurance producer in the United States of America and Canada is able to accomplish. Now, that's if they have the right plan. And sadly, frankly, most insurance agents don't have a plan. They actually don't get any training, for the most part, inside of an agency because there simply isn't an agency training mechanism set up at most insurance agencies around the United States of America and Canada. But here's also the issue is that if an insurance producer does not have a strategic plan or process set up for sales success, I think that that amount of $100,000 goes from being 9 to 12 months to now being closer to like 15 to 24 months. That's what actually is the outcome of an insurance agent who doesn't have a strategic process or plan. And that's why I created Permission Producer School, because I feel that it's just a much better process to help insurance agents accomplish what they want, because this is their career. They want to actually excel. They want to excel at an agency in which they've been hired. And so we give them a strategic process along with some training to help them be able to overcome the obstacles, the objections that they get so that they can have the success that they want going forward. So Permission Producer School is different than most producer schools that are out there. There are a fair number of producer schools that are out there that teach policy language and plan language and things like that. That is not what I'm doing here at Permission Producer School. Permission Producer School is sales training school. I help insurance producers figure out what type of micro niche to go after. I help them put together the actual script. I help them to put together their cold call carrot. I help them to put together their actual prospecting approach. I actually help them put together their calendar on where they're going to be prospecting and how they're going to do the follow-up. I help them figure out what to say and not say when they're meeting with their prospect for the very first time. I talk to them and coach them about how to actually get carrier access to the carriers that you know you need in order to be competitive. And I really spend a fair amount of time talking about the broker of record letter, because nothing says you have my permission like a signed broker of record letter. When an agent receives a signed broker of record letter, they now have a client. Congratulations, you have been victorious. But even if you can't get the signed broker of record letter in that first conversation when you're meeting with your prospect, how then do you transition to the quoting process? And what do you do during the downtime in between the meeting and then the final presentation? And what does your proposal look like? And how exactly are you going over the proposal with your prospects? And how do you negotiate with underwriters? All of these things come into play, along with really the final thing. How do we ask for the business and to be able to close that prospect and have them become a client? That's really what Permission Producer School is all about. It is an A to Z process from start to finish about what both commercial P&C agents and commercial EB agents need to do in order to win more business, sell more business, and have much more success in the process. And really the primary focus of what we spend probably the first couple of days on is the micro niche. Figuring out what to go after is really laying the foundation of everything that we're building on top of it. I mean, we can't even really figure out what to say to a prospect if we don't know what type of prospect we're going after. We can't brand ourselves. We can't really put together content and email drip campaigns and things like that if we don't know who we're even going after. And so this is really a producer school that strips away the unknowns. We want to be very transparent. We want to be very systematic. We want to be methodical. And so what this whole thing is going to be is it's going to be a producer school that lasts for about 2.5 hours per day. This one's going to be about 1 week long. So it goes from Monday through Friday, 2.5 hours, maybe 3, depending upon how many questions we get from the participants. But we are working through the process so that every single person at the end has a strategic formula for success based upon his or her strengths and weaknesses, the type of business they're going to go after, what your agency has available to you in regards to servicing personnel as well as services available, the geographic territory that you're focusing on, as well as where are these prospects located and how are we going to reach out to them both from the first prospecting opportunity to even follow up. And so I want you to take a look at the Permission Producer School as not simply just a cost and something to do. It is an investment in the future of every single insurance agent that comes through it. It is for producers that sell. It is for account managers that also have a sales aspect to it. It's for agency leaders. But let me just also say, it's not just for new producers. I have a fair number of producers that I work with who've been in the business for quite some time, have a decent sized book of business, and they're simply looking for another chance to go through some curriculum, to be reminded about what the goal is, and maybe even get some broker of record letter training. So I want you to think about it, but don't think too long because the doors are going to close very soon on this next cohort of the Permission Producer School. You can find on the website here at permissionproducerschool.com. Go there, permissionproducerschool.com. You're going to see the registration link. Get yourself signed up. Once you have that, I'll be sending you a series of emails in regards to the PDF of the actual workbook that we're going to go through, as well as the Zoom links, and that we will be meeting on Zoom for this virtual sales training. So Permission Producer School, it really, I believe, is going to help a lot of insurance agents going forward. And I hope, my friends, that happens to be you. My name is Charles Specht. I'm the president and CEO of Permission Network, where I teach and train insurance agents just like you how to build a $1 million or more book of business through signed broker of record letters. This is Permission Producer School.